bafethu ke tsamaya le co-host Masaiza the comedian la itu all social media platforms bafethu re teng the on podcast bafethu e buile ka matla. Welcome bafethu, this is your host Mr. Sambo bafethu ke tsamaya le co-host Masaiza the comedian la itu all social media platforms bafethu re teng the on podcast bafethu e buile ka matla re buile ka matla bafethu. We apologize for being inconsistent bafethu, you know mara re tsamantse re gola bafethu. I hope le tla re forgive, I hope le tla tswela ntse le re subscribela ka jabo rena le a special person bafethu. Nna motho ke mitse ka drama, ke mitse nna ntaola go drameng mara introduction ya ge e telle o tla le botsa yone, o tla le botsa re ena ke ene mang o etsang go fitlhile yang gore a fitla fa leng fo teng malome Tsupi.
And before ya go ene fele o na go laola go drameng
soon
o tla go laola go o tla go re chief ndo pele fale kwa ntla ka drama yeah no re go po ituru Tsupi ke mang re kopane le mang pila fana go ena mamoralo
ya re ke leboge sebaka gompieno yana ba gaitso ke Petrus Tshapo ke na le nickname ya me e tlhagileng bo lovely ke bitswa Tsupi mo setšhabeng. Ya Tsupi ne ke le mosimanyana o stoutu ga ke simolola dithuto le batho ba le gore di-product tsa nokalerato abuti ya re product tsa nokalerato ga ne ke tsena sekolo ka nako ya ka bo nokalerato ne ba re tshuma o ise.
Alright, yeah.
Ke motho abuti Petrus Tshapo ke mosimane fela o matsetseleko o rata go ka participate in anything e leng gore tswela morafe moputso. Ke yone Petrus Tshapo.
O tsala ke mang Petrus Tshapo ko kae?
Alright,
o tsala gone mo Lethabong o re tswa o le kwa ntle?
Alright, Petrus Tshapo ke ngwana mo Lethabong, o tsalwa ke Kgomotso Rebecca Tshapo mo Lethabong abuti. I was born and bred mo Lethabong. Ke ngwana mmu ke mo gae.
Mo se mo ke mo jarateng.
Ga ke le mo Lethabong ke mo gae abuti tlhoka pela.
Nna ka rona ke tswa kwa Tlhapa before ke tla Lethabong. O ka ithetsa gore ke goletse fa ka ntene go na le go ke tswang teng.
So nna the way ke Tsupi ka teng nna ke mitse go drameng personally, ke mitse nna ntaola go drameng jiki ke mmana go politiking jiki o ile union building. It was union building yeah you ile union building ka maoto. Like how did that come? Like ntho e tlile yang go feletse o ipona o le go cause na honestly speaking not gonna like not something like re etsa drama. I couldn't say gore this guy got motho di politics ne ke mona le talkative but like talkative towards art.
Nna ke di bone politics mara tlatla go
nna ke mona like a le talkative a phela ntsa organizer towards art. Like ne ke se aware gore maybe o tla end up e le motho ene go o active go di politics or they were active ka teng. So like ntho e tlile yang ke ntse go motivate le go nne maybe ke youth e go motivate le maybe bone batho like ba o bona ka batho a ba fast o bona ka re politics ya gona for South Africa like I fast then ntho ya gore okay I want to change something ka politics ke ntse go motivate le dile.
Yeah, ke go le ga re masane motivation aga behind di tsa politiki ke motho matlhagatlhaga thata ene ke na le pelo ya go ka thusa baagi and baagi ga o ba thusa ibile o bereka le bone ba go fa responsibility ya ntla ke nile le one ile ga ke tsena ke simololo bala mo dithutong tse di kgolwane ke simolotse ke tsena ko biti ga ke tsena ko biti a botine go tlhakatlhakana o go bolela gore re tsena ka nako ene go berekisiwa di-Xbox re tsene le gore National Student Financial Office e ne tlhakatlhakane thata e le fractured ene re ne re batla transformation ya TVET sector. I'm one of the people ba ne ba advocate mo goreng ATOF all TVET one voice. That's what we came up ka organization eo ga ne santsane re le mo sekolong whereby we went to an extent ya gore re tsamaya 15 days ka maoto ro lwa le the former minister wa Department of Higher Education, Technology and Innovation. By then it was late in Zimande.
That was your first year? What's it? Not straight?
No, it was not my first year. Nikile ngwageng wa me wa boraro.
Alright.
Nikile ngwageng wa me wa boraro. Ne go senyegile ka nako eo ya teng. Re tsere a long journey ya close to 18 days. Re tswile mo Rustenburg. I still remember vividly. It was 16 August. We marked
their Union Building.
Come out. It was 16 August. Happened to commemorate this thing of Marikana massacre. And also there was a march before us, and we have drawn an inspiration from that march where Josie to Stellenbosch. It was then led by Mangwaliso Sambo from the University of Witwatersrand, if I remember vividly, and Ordirez Masebe, who is now currently a Central Youth Interim Leadership Corps of the EFF Youth Command. That march was Josie to Stellenbosch, whereby they were confronting the what you call Ramco. You can say Ramco, all the people who are owning mines and what and Westinghoff, they were fighting against those particular white people, so that the economy of the country must return to its rightful owners of the land.
So what I want to know is who entering Khalona into politics, like the focus mainly on students or the focus on South Africa as a whole.
Or equally when we enter the terrain of politics. The politics is broad. Once we speak about politics, we're not necessarily speaking about the student-centered politics. Because first and foremost, before you become a student in a certain university or in a high school, you become a child in a community. Because there's a saying that says it takes a community to raise a child, which means you are belonging to the society. And once you gradually grow, then to become a man or a woman enough, you are going to study outside, right, in the universities. Now I say the issues of the university are the same issues of the community. So it cannot be that it can be a business as usual. Whereas when you are in the university, you are going to have a struggle of water. When you are in the university, you are going to struggle about the electricity. It's not necessarily because of you are in the university. It is the issue that affects everyone who lives in South Africa.
So like I have a knowledge for like politics at university. The politics at South Africa is like a similar thing, or is there any difference? Because local university is like presidents and what going to university whoever like look for South Africa as a whole. Like it's like university Iliwani is like South Africa, like it has like different parties, it has treasures and whatnot. Only difference for like
no, there's what we call a student community. That's where now you can all go to 26 universities that we have and close to minus 54 colleges, campuses around the country. Is that everywhere there must be a governing structure, but that doesn't necessarily mean they are independent. They are not independent. They also rely on the university management. They rely on South African politics because the South African politics does have influence in the universities at the end of the day.
Yeah, I want to take you back. Don't cross a mind. Cross into Nemalti, what? Ukafa. I want to take you back to Nogalarato.
Yes.
Mama wa Gotsala, wa Gola, Monotabo as a ground. Nogalarato. How was it? Since you hope like grade 1, I hope like you work a break. Grade 1, carrying what you are, I hope like vividly na go with Zala. Arabo, or since you hope like grade 1 now. Ramotono Pilapilla, and Ascolo Pilapino Ramaramo or Nemo, Masmoti, or when not clean about Arias Colobori, yes. Even I have to Maya, Lelo Rosan. Simple hope of his day, I will grade 1 or I hope.
I would think it's in school, or the Hopola Saint, I get a grade 1.
Yeah.
I get a Nago school, school it was branched into two. By then we had foundation phase and we had intermediate phase. Ku foundation phase no wale mo ne ba mitsa metselane ne le head ya foundation phase uting then it ne za mafela lo mara tsa teacher ka ke go plan sentle ke wale mo ne go ke menkgwane ke se tsone re nna ne re mitsa menkgwane ka nako eo mare ka gore ne re le bana swansa ga ne le kgwane ka nako eo sekolong se le monate thata ke tsene batho ba tumileng ka moferefere ne ke le motho o stoutu ga ke tsena ke re tswana ka ke simolotse ai ne ke sa utse pensela
no tlhaba bana ka dipensele
ne ke sa tlhabe ka pensela ne go na le ga o tsena go ka rato go tlasenyana mo ga o tsena o ya go groundong go tlase kwa ne go na le go ne re go bitsa go di samboko ground wa rona ya ntlha sekolo ka go ano se advanced ke na le bo matlo 20 years ke tsile go nna ka rato so sekolo se advanced so ge sekolo se le advanced ne go na le go ne re go bitsa go di samboko ya no ngudisa mboko ngwa butino kra kotane ya na go e khutswane o bo go ga samboko sele o bo se ntsha mablara buti o bo se bo ya ja motho ne ke swatlhela le gempa buti ne ke tsenya ne ka rata dikho ke tsene sekolo ka rata dikho ne di kona fela phakela ke tlhapile ga ke tsena mo tseleng ke sala ka dikhopa buti gempa me tsena mo ke tsenya mo
ga re mogatla
ke tsa mogatla buti ke tonkitse mo tseleng
ya ne ba go boela gae so no etsa ntse mogatla no wa shapa ga yona re
ya no ke tsentse mogatla buti sa thwanya ya go thwanya samboko sa thwanya
ke ba tsong kise go grade 9 before ngisa grade 9 go popolekele bala something ba ngise go grade 9 before ngisa go grade 9 go to ngisa question e fela a ke ba phele ba yes or no primary from grade 7 grade 1 to grade 7 o bia na le crush
abuti ngase ke ngana le crush ka ke crushiwa
bana o ga ka tobetsa popo oh no wena na batla ko o gradi la go file love candy mola go kana ke finile na le di message ke lo ke love candy or ke ngara
go love candy
kana ke live by
ya re batho PS abuti
all right when no crush you no sna crush
ni ke phela ke tlhagile go sekolong abuti shem o ntshwa ka ne go chama ne ke le motho o chamang
plus ka fa sotlhe
ka fa ka sotlela buti o ne ke le motho a metanjane ke tlhagile go fine ya so
ya no ngantso so grisa fela ya lo le gantsa go crash mara motho wa sokodisa man after school ga di khopo man ro go bana after school ga di khopo man o tsentse me gatla mo ke samboko ka mo bana ba tla fela
ntwe ke thutileng yona buti ka batho ba re bonna na yana but especially ba tsena mo puberty stage ibile ba ithuta tsa mala ke gore bontsi ba bone ba batla go ratwa ibile le rona re batla go rata so bontsi ba rona ga le go primary itemogetse di relationship tse dintsi tse tsone di feditswe ke bo makwalo ka bona ne re kwala ka maoto a buti re kwala makwalo ke kra tshumi ya motho tse re le kwalo la go a ipile ka lona
all right
so na ke motho nyana le politics I'm interested for South Africa
right take me to grade 9 grade 9 term 3 or term 4 re kwala di examination ba le fa dipampiri ke tseno a wena o ya di history a wena o ya di science a wena o ya di commerce o choose the stream tse di feng and why no di choose and o no le bala gore wena ga o fetsa grade 12 ga go obvious I don't think maybe when I'm eating maybe when you had a dream you understand maybe you wanted to become a mathematician or eng o no batla go nna eng ga no o sign up pampiro lo ka sometimes maybe ba bang ga ne re sna tlolo pampiro eng ne no kwala fela ke batla ya di science ya di rota ka level 1 never history so o sign le pampiro eng o ile di science or di commerce and go rong no ya go di stream do di choose ka le baka la go o no batla go nna eng
all right abuti ya a ke le go gape sebaka seo ga ke le go grade 9 abuti ke ne ke excel abuti ile manontlotlo ku grade 9.
Yeah.
Kana go ne re go grade 9 sekolo ne se ne ra advanced kana go gopola sentle batho ba ne no hana competition no hana competition wa itlo ha o tsena sekolo na go engwe stole ahead ka di age mo di youngsters.
Yeah.
Ke tsene sekolo go le basimane ba tshwana le bo Tumelo Mabesa ba le basimane ba tshwana le bo Fentseng Molotsi ke meniere gona no teacher maths and science. Tumelo Mabesa ke engineer yeah graduated and currently pursue masters go UJ. So and Fentseng Molotsi by the way le with my honors in education. So far so good. So it was not so simple because we had competition. It was a very competitive grade, and mind you, I was competing with young people whose their mind is still so soft, spongy. Yeah, so the competition was very rife. But you know, as much as you are a brilliant learner or a student in a class, at all material time, teachers they will come to say, no, we have this certain group. This one they must be specified for science class. So we didn't need to sign those particular papers because in ourselves it was given that we are going to do science.
Oh, you were choosing.
Choosing few.
And then when you went to science, did you wanted to do science or
definitely?
Then what did you want to become?
No, I just wanted to become an engineer.
Wow.
Yeah, and by the way, I'm holding a national diploma N6 in my position.
Nice.
Yeah, so in my position, I may say I'm a qualified engineer.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I try to for education.
Yeah.
So we all know for like but what about mass literacy? Not like what discourage. Not like how ke bua lena I'm a mass literacy learner lena mass literacy mara hanse ke tla ke tsamaya ke bone gore like somewhere mass literacy a o futsi ka teng. When it comes to mass literacy, in order for you to enter university, you have to get BOMA level 7 for mass literacy. So like what can you say to maybe educational system in order for like the because if let's say you are someone who data logistics, for a person to do logistics, straight course, that's level 7 for mass literacy. Mara for pure method, that's level 4. So what's your take on that?
No, my take is that in educational arena, initially we were condemned as a black nation about this thing of education. I will say this because I'm a scholar, and I will so say this because I'm also a student in the Motherland University of South Africa. Is that this thing of having pointers when we enter the terrain of education is to put a limitation to how many people are expected to study a certain course. Why is a Eurocentric system of education to say we cannot allow blacks to do certain qualifications. You are restricted. Because we were of the view of saying, for instance, why can't history be compulsory? Why can't be biology be compulsory? Why can't be pure maths be compulsory? Because there's a substandard methodology or method within maths literacy that can be removed and be classified with pure maths and move in that block. So I don't see any necessity of why is there a maths literacy, whereas we have a mathematics literacy. What is this thing of what does a literacy mean to us as an individual or to us as scholars of South Africa? Because once you speak about mathematics, you know very well is everything that include calculations. What you are interested when you are still in grade 9, were being taught, and it's not a maths lit or a pure maths. It's a classified mathematics. When you are doing grade 9, grade 8 downwards, whereby you are going to be told solve for x is combined also with a simple interest and compound interest. So why when you go to grade 10, they now separate them?
Yeah, makes sense.
So what you are saying, like, we should move with, like, from grade 9, we should be taught, like, one thing. There can be, like, math literacy. Like, it should be, like, mathematics, then we move forward with mathematics.
Yeah, we can argue it as young people. Because at some point, we are going to put it in an argumentative form. To say, why are you saying now mathematics must be, math literacy must be removed completely? Do you get my point? Somebody can argue because maybe she or he is mastering or majoring with math literacy, academical. Do you get my point? But what we are saying is that in a scientific a lifestyle of analysis and academical thoughts is that there's no necessity or there's no formula of this thing of mathematics. And again, we are having higher institutions. For instance, what we're saying in the Tibet sector, it's a link between those who have not had a privilege or those who want to study using their skills to advance their skills. They must go to Tibet sector. But now, as we speak now, there are some Tibet sectors that are eliminating native modules. They are now including beauty therapy and so on. What? They are building this thing of developing new skills. But they are not saying, why are they now removing this qualification of your HR? They are no longer in demand. They are no longer in demand and the system cannot absorb them. Because we are made in the university who are doing those things. So the competition is very rife. That is why the unemployment of the country is going to keep on rising. And there's no one who want to come with the remedy.
Okay. So like as youth, like we always say, like we want change, we want what. But like if you remember, in order for us to get this change that we have now, remember June 16, like 1974, the way 1976, I think, like the way they were striking, they make action. Like if like we say we want change, do you think like we still have to do action, or like we still have to do those things that they did back another June 16 again? Do we still have to do that to get change?
And in addition of that, you can attach it with Nepal, that happened in Nepal.
What I can tell you is that if ever indeed what we are to speak about a radical change, young people must take a better and to be in the forefront. There's no old person who's going to lead the revolution. They are dying soon. They can die any time from now. So as young people, we must prepare ourselves. We have a journey, we have a constant journey of becoming. We are yet to become.
But I think as youth, like as current youth, like I feel like we are too comfortable with what we have. Like if we were not comfortable, like something. Because I think I think us let's have a change. Okay, after the strike, we're gonna struggle with what. I think that's what's go through youth's mind. I don't know if like is it or is not.
No, the issue is that the system post or after 1994, the system that was created by the ANC, that is the one that creates the problem. The system that they have created is the bargaining system of you being poor and them coming to you, trying to say you are assisting. So you will always be on their mercy, even if they are going to lack, because it cannot be correct to say we're not going to speak about the governing party, regardless of national government of national unity. Is that the system? It was created by the oppressor, and now it was coded by black elites who are leading the struggle. Because first and foremost, it was very simple: return the minerals to the people. So that the people can have a fair, equal share. Without that, we're going to speak a lot of rhetorics. So young people now, we must take it to the street. It cannot be business as usual. As I can tell you, where I stay now, in the position where I am now, we have more than close to 10,000 students who are defunded by the NSFAS. And NSFAS is a financial scheme under state-owned enterprises of the country. Why is the government failing to finance the education? There is something big that they know. It cannot be business as usual. As we speak now, young students in Fort Hair are striking. there is no transformation. They are seeking transformation. There's no transformation. The system is still in elementary stage of saying we are still being bombarded by the apartheid regime. So we are carrying the burden of apartheid leaders till to this stage. So if ever we are saying as young people, we want radical change, sitting in couches, drinking coffee, and think that tomorrow there's going to be a manna from heaven, then we are lying to ourselves. There's no job that is going to come to you while you are sitting. You must fight for the space. And we're not going to fight for the space that is limited. We want to broaden up the space. The space that we must go, and not necessarily to say we must go to fight in mines and fight that our own brothers and sisters, they must go. Those who are coming from Eastern Cape, they must go back to Eastern Cape because it's going there. We are fighting amongst ourselves to say, now in Rustenburg, young majority of people who are coming in Rustenburg, they are people from Eastern Cape, they are people from Cape. They are waiting in the mines. The children of Rustenburg, they are not waiting. Right? So this is the system that is created by the government and the tribal authorities.
So that they can be able to control us. I think I have read about it in history, like the reason why they separated us, so it's like Xhosas must stay there, Zulus must stay there, Tswanas must stay there, like it was so that they can be able to control us. Because if we were like this, like if we work together, they couldn't control us. That's why they made it like we must be separated. Okay, the Zulus must be there, the Tswanas must be there, so that they can control us.
No, it's a divide and conquer strategy. But what we are saying is that we don't have problem with all ethnic groups of South Africa. We are preaching unity as members of the EFF. We are saying we must be one. So we are saying, as the EFF, because I belong to the organization. Right?
I don't know.
I belong to the organization. I've been a chairperson of the organization for 10 years now. I've been a chairperson of the EFF for 10 years.
For 10 years, like chairperson of the EFF for 10 years. Oh, what's another thing? Man, like honestly speaking, I'm not gonna let that drama like. Nenga someone a can nail for it. Maybe what's another politicking and whatnot.
You done saying you fix the water office.
No.
It's already the question is
yeah, you can continue with your questions.
Alright, we will continue. Say.
Yeah, so as I was saying, with the issue of Nepal, is that young people will revolt. Young people will revolt. So young people will revolt. And we're going to have a serious anarchy in this country. Because in everything that is not stable, it now informs an anarchy. So we're going to have a serious anarchy in this country. Because it cannot be business as usual.
It cannot.
It cannot be business as usual to say now the unemployment is increasing. The unemployment keeps on increasing. Till to date, there's no one who wants to come with a solution. We are listening to a lot of rhetorics. There's a lot of rhetorics that is happening within the country. So we're saying we're caught within the hard rock. We're held back. So at some point we're going to take it to the state. And soon and very soon we're going to take it to the state.
Alright. Nice. On that case, there was a time when I was school. I read a drama. I remember drumming. I guess that's that thing. And I was like 12. Principal and I guess no the president or no the chairperson.
I was the chairperson of LRC.
Yeah. And then the time for the chairperson and principal no. How about the grade 12 you know that I'm doing extracurricular things. Babo te attend. I mun no attend now. Every morning, bonnet, come so roquad. I unta sa part. Apata, police station go gwali principal na. The way arananga thing. As come ko ntsinzi go nega tengara mo re go since ke bona politiki fo. But slanga no le go office. Any questions? O ke mo fisa o ke mo fisa ke.
Nna ke batla mo fisa ka politics.
Nna ke mo fisa ka politics, nna ke mo fisa ka politics.
So like wa bona like ntho e tsagalang nou yana a ke keng ba mbitsa General Mkhonazi or Commissioner Mkhonazi.
General National Mkhonazi.
Lieutenant General Mkhonazi.
Okay. General Mkhonazi like wa bona nou yana o fisa batho wa shwa batho ba tatasela diphiri dia tswa di drugs go etsagetseng. So wena what's your take on what happening now like ka ntho General Mkhonazi a etsang as motho ko politiki? What do you think?
No, my take is very simple. I will comment that General Mkhonazi, he does a very good job. Once there's anything that is related to criminality, let the justice serve.
But we all know re na le di-fact tsa gore batho ba ko politiking khale ba fisiwa, batho ba ko government khale ba fisiwa, mara la arresting ane one next ba tla go botsa go motho wa motla ka house arrest content next, nothing will happen. So do you think nou yana is like General Mkhonazi because ke bone ka ona le bo di-facts, ona le bo di-proof? Do you think gore something will happen gore re tla bona justice nyana somewhere somehow?
Yeah, as much as we're in a political terrain, something will eventually happen because those who are implicated, they must first go and sit on the dock and prove their innocence to whatever the allegations that General Mkhonazi have been unleashing. But so far so good. I will recommend General Mkhonazi that he is doing a marvelous job as a Lieutenant General of the South African Police Service. That is my smaller input in that case of Lieutenant General Mkhonazi. South Africa needs a committed members of the society, a committed officials to combat crime. While not saying they must sugarcoat the crime, they must combat crime, arrest criminals, politicians, arrest the civilians who are not doing what is right, because the duty of South African Police Service is to make sure that they protect the community. So we must be protected as much as we are enshrined in a Bill of Rights to say all of us we have the right to be protected as the country. The duty of the police official, the duty of those who are working in a state is to protect the civilians. So what General Mkhonazi is doing, I give General Mkhonazi 10 out of 10.
So like, okay, I don't know, let's say ba nou yana Mr. Tshapo ke se stilo sa president rula country ke so ka change.
My brother, we are in a constant change, like I said, of becoming. So there's a lot of things, there's a lot in a basket. But first and foremost, we must check what is it needed within our communities, our country in general. Number one, there's no one who's championing the issue of unemployment in the country. And the issue of unemployment in the country, it creates an unjust system. To say, as the president, when I enter the terrain, if ever the need happens that in the near future I serve as the president, is that mine is going to be very simple. Get into office, first 300 days, make sure that at least minimize this thing of unemployment and employ and make sure that we create a permanent post, because we have a lot. For example, in Northwest Province, we are in an area whereby there's mines, there's farming, there's cement, there's this industries of chickens in the province. So there's game reserves. But as much as you can look, the firms of chicken industry, they are closing in Northwest. In their majority, they are closed. Mines in Rustenburg are retrenching people. But we are still having mines like, what is this mine then going Dirty Khan in Potchefstroom, Stilfontein mine. They still having operations of illegal mines. How is this thing happens in a country where it's governed by the rule of law? To say we are continuously crying about unemployment, and we are saying there are people who are coming from neighboring countries, they are still digging gold. Who's running this operation behind?
If you made it this far, the On Point Podcast really appreciate you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and then make sure that you support us in all of digital platforms. So what we would like to say to you is that please wait for our next video that is coming. Please subscribe, like, share, and then we saying that we are out. Thank you.